All right, everybody, surprise. Here I am on this Sunday, February 16th, 2020, doing my Markets a Look Ahead segment. I was going to do this tomorrow. However, big news coming out right now, which will affect these markets. People, here's the deal with regard to me and you. We will never lay down like a sheep and be sheared by the fakery and the propaganda that they are trying to ram down our throats. So if there is opportunity in this market, and there is, we are going to pounce on it like the lions we are. All right, here we go, people. This is the story, the biggest piece of news, and it's kind of everywhere right now. And you're going to understand more in a second. The big news is this coronavirus thing seems to be dying off, whatever it might be. Reported cases are falling. And again, this is part of the game, like I explained to you, was being played on the markets. I sincerely believe the overhype by the mainstream media on this virus was to let this market burn off a little bit, so institutional investors, people like myself, could buy more shares of stock at a lower price. Nothing is real. I'm not saying that the virus isn't real, but the markets are rigged to the highest order. And markets always overreact either to the upside or to the downside. So the fact that we are getting this news here on the coronavirus that's apparently now fewer reported cases, and this is going to continue here. Like I said, on the 5th of this month, by the 5th of next month, this is going to be in the rearview mirror. This is a game that's being played. And the game is going to allow you and me to rip the face clean off of this market. And again, let's put a perspective on that. So again, we have this coronavirus thing. No secret to you if you've been following this blog. This is going to die off soon. They never will let a crisis go unexploited for this market. That's number one. Number two, crude oil is being bid up. This is stock market positive. Now, I want to put a perspective on something for you that is tremendous, absolutely tremendous. Last week, the President of the United States called 4 companies MAGA. So I guess these 4 companies are making America great again. We're talking about M, Microsoft, A, Apple, G, Google, A, Amazon. The president praising these companies whose market cap combined is big enough to lift the entire market if investors take the president's lead here, will push stocks higher. So take advantage of MAGA. Remember, we're going to go over this in a second. Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon. I promise you, the president is going to make sure these 4 MAGA companies get propped up. Why? It will pull the entire stock market with it. We got crude oil now being bid higher. That's going to boost financials. That has the potential, as we all know, no brainer, to push energy higher. Now he's taking 4 companies with a market cap which is staggering and telling people, buy MAGA. Let's take the president's advice here. So I cannot stress to you enough, you should be buying these companies here. We are not going to let an opportunity like this pass us by. Look, the president has been driving this market with his rhetoric and talk, playing the Wall Street banks with Steve Mnuchin, telling them to buy stocks, inflating the stock market bubble. He's now talking about tax incentives for people to buy stock. I mean, come on, you got to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to see where this is going. The man is hell bent on inflating a stock market bubble simply to pull the plug at one time and cause a grand fleecing of whatever is left of the middle class, robbing them blind, pushing the cash right up to the upper echelon of society when this corrects to fair value. There's the reset to wipe out whatever is left of the middle class. Period. The end. I mean, it's insane. But look, like I said earlier, we will not be fleeced. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I don't give a damn. Let them play their game, my beautiful lions and friends, and we are going to play our game too. All right. We also play this game by what? Understanding. The biggest part of this is central banks inflating and inflating and inflating. What are we going to do? We're going to take the opposite side of that trade. We're going to bet against this debt bubble, become our own central bank. We will not lose. I don't know another way to put it. Now, this is what I want to do right here and right now. Go to my website, traderschoice.net. There is a link in the description of this video. Open up another window right here and right now. We are going to go over MAGA stocks. Okay, let me open up that window myself. All right, I'm on my website, traderschoice.net. Scroll down, scroll down. You see this nice Benjamin Franklin here, this nice $100 bill? Click on it. Okay. This is going to take you to my boom system. Do not dream about betting against this boom system. I've tried it a couple of times. I lost every time myself. Don't bet against this. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll, 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 scroll. Boom system chart right here. Now, as you can see, number one, I already have this set up for you on ticker SPY. This is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Forget about the chart, all right? Let's just look over at details. What do we got? Boom system is saying buy. Well, why would you imagine that? Again, it's the propping up of the Fed, tens upon tens of billions being pumped into the debt market, artificially suppressing rates, forcing cash into the stock market. Now, let's talk about the president's MAGA stock. Now, where it says SPY, I want you to put in Microsoft, MSFT. Enter. Forget the chart. Look at the details. Microsoft Corporations, buy. Let's do Apple, AAPL. Enter. Forget the chart. Look at the details. Buy again. So MA, let's do G, Google, GOOG. Enter. Wow, another buy. Now let's do the last one. The A for Amazon, AMZN. Buy. People, take the president at his word. All right, I'm gonna minimize this right now. The president, there's no doubt in my mind, and I mean zero, is not going to make sure that his MAGA companies, his Make America Great Again companies, are not going higher. He's talking to the market. He's telling people what to buy. So listen to the man. Look, I learned my lesson by, at one point, a couple of years, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, betting against the president's MAGA. Well, you know what? Let's make sure we get on the right side of the page. It's all started with Apple. Do you remember that when the president said, I must support Apple, and I put out a buy recommendation? Bam, it's gone straight up. Do you think in this environment right now, with the Fed jamming cash into this market, with the president fixated on this stock market, now calling these four companies MAGA, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, that they're not going higher? Take advantage of this, people. Take advantage of it. And if he gets his way, and he might with this new budget, he's going to give people tax incentives to buy stocks. What do you think this means too? It's a bubble. And he knows it's a bubble, but he's going to hyperinflate this bubble to destroy whatever's left of the middle class, to bring about this two-tier society that we already have for the most part. But you and me, we are going to pounce all over this. This guy loves you a lot. Please share the video, get it out there, and I will see you Tuesday. The markets close tomorrow. I'm out of here.